Hey everybody, you know me, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. And here we go. I told you I was going to try the paint sprayer out. It's got a 48 ounce cup. I'm going to fill that up with Green Dragon. I've got it pre-mixed in a 2-gallon jug. There you go. And this little adjustment device right here, you can adjust, you can open it wide open, and I mean, it'll pour out. So it doesn't just do a mist only, it'll actually come out. You can see really, really thick, about a whole cup per rim. Quickest way to get that pre-spray down. Just about used the cup, probably 32 ounces. Quickest way to get that pre-spray down. Okay, I'm gonna go get the 175 rotary. I should have used the Oric on this job. There was absolutely no air, and it was hot in this house. I don't know what was going on, and I couldn't get the windows to open. I asked the guy, and I'm not sure. I think they were screwed or bolted closed for some particular reason. Anyway, plus the tenant was not ready. They were still moving furniture out of their master bedroom, so I could only do certain rooms at a time, and not being vacuumed, I had to pre-vacuum. So I did a ASMR video prior to this on the vacuuming portion of a couple rooms, but it's really a pain in the butt. And I had sent them the frequently asked questions to go over before the job. And it states leave a position in your driveway open for me. They had all their cars parked in the driveway. It also states that, if you're not going to vacuum, if you're not going to pre-vacuum, you give me at least a 24-hour notice so that I can schedule my time accordingly. Because some jobs, as you know, could take an hour to vacuum. And then the fact that they were still moving, I had spoken to him when I booked the appointment because it was the only opening I had and they were moving. So I told him, he said he was moving on this day. And I said, well, I need to make sure that everything's out of here and we're not passing each other and you're still doing stuff and there's stuff on the floor and in the closets. Complete mess. In fact, they're going to have to come back up and empty the closets. All the bathrooms are full of crap. He just pulled the bed out and some other stuff, and it's just not good. Anyway, enough of that rant. I'm going to pre-scrub this one with a microfiber with the scrubbing strips. And kind of break down some of the soil. There was also some spots which I spent a lot of time. I'm pretty thorough, but there was ink and there was a big burn mark and then there was some other burn marks. And there was something that looked like tar. I don't know what it was, black tar that was weaved in little dots that were in the carpet. And I used my special tool. I used a couple of different things to break it down. I tried ammonia, I tried some goof off, and just I worked it. I got the ink to come out, but then it kept coming up. So there was obviously ink down below that kept resurfacing, and the job came out beautiful. But of course, the tenant was like, "Are you gonna work on these stains?" And I said, well, the operative word is stain. If it's a spot, it comes out. If it's a stain, it's stained permanently. And I showed him, I said, I would have to get on my hands and knees and crawl all over the carpet and with the back of a spoon or with my tool and try to dig out whatever this crap is. And I showed him, I already dug one out. I kept it and I put it in the windowsill so that I could show him whatever that black tar was. When it did come out with my little yellow fish tool, it pulled 3 fiber strands with it. So I wanted to show him, hey, I did the best I could on these, but I don't want to damage the carpet. If you want to get on your hands and knees and take the back of a spoon and pluck these out, you're welcome to do it. But anyway, it can be annoying when customers, I didn't put that crap there. And and I did try. I came back in at the very end and I got on my hands and knees and I tried to work and get as much of it out as I could, but you just can't do that. And then towards the end, it came out really good. It was almost dry when I was done with the stairs. I went back up and raked it, and it had lightened up, and you could barely see any of the spots or stains that were on there. So, and then on my frequently asked questions link that I text to the people before I get there, and I ask them, please read it. It says we prefer cash or check. If you pay by credit or debit, there will be a 3% fee. And that became an issue. And I told them, I said, look, we're starting off on the wrong foot. I said, you didn't leave a position for me in your driveway. I had to park across the street. You didn't pre-vacuum and you didn't let me know it needed pre-vacuumed. I'm more than happy to do it, but I need to schedule time. And then it clearly says the very first thing on my text on the frequently asked questions link is that we prefer check or cash. And if they pay with credit or debit, there'll be a 3% fee. I used to not charge that fee. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on that, but I'll do a $400 job and 3% is $12 right off the top. I mean, I shouldn't be paying that because they want to use a card. To me, that's lunch money. So this year I had been charging the 3%. Nobody's ever said anything. I don't charge tax, so 3% doesn't seem to bother anybody. So anyway, and the sprayer worked fantastic. I used it throughout. I don't know that I'm going to switch because pulling the cup off, refilling it for each room, with another cord running through the rooms, I'm not sure that it's going to save me any time. I think it might be easier just to use my 3-gallon pump-up sprayer along with the lithium battery automatic pump on top. And, who cares? What's an extra 5 minutes versus, trying to mess with the paint sprayer, excuse me. It works if you guys want to do it, but I don't think I'll be doing it. It's just one more tool you have to bring into the job. So, wow, picked up some soil right away just on the scrub pad. And I probably shouldn't have went on a rant here. My mother always told me if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that's always kind of been my philosophy. At least I try. Here I am, re-going over a few spots. And that's kind of par for the course for commenting on YouTube. Before you say something, think. Just don't say it at all. If you don't have anything good to say, if you have some type of advice that will help me, then yeah, give me that advice. But if you say something like, rotaries suck, you should get an orbital, or why don't you have an orbital? Just keep that to yourself, right? How do you benefit by putting something like that in the comments? Nobody cares but you. So, it's better just, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's the best medicine, I think. I don't know how I got onto that rant, but, I know, because I was complaining about my customer, complaining about how the stuff went, but it was really, really hot. By the time I was done in here, I was soaked from head to toe. I literally had to go to one of the marinas down here has a bathroom that it's somewhat air conditioned. It doesn't work that great, but it's a public facility. And I took my air dryer off the truck and plugged it in the bathroom, turned the air dryer on, and just stood there and let that air blow up my shirt all over me. There's no way I could go to my next job. The person would think that I was going to have a heart attack or something, as soaked as I was. I hate to say that. It sounds pretty gross. Anyway, the Iron Man's doing a fantastic job. And I got my 17-inch pads in from the end cap store today. And I got a new, I think it's a 13-inch white, I think it's cotton and maybe a blend. It's got it almost looks like one of those microfibers that have the stars, but it's all white. And it has like a firm padding or something in between. So I think it might be something new that Damon's going to be carrying at the end cap store. I'm going to feature it in my next video. It looks awesome. I mean, I love the Iron Man, but that pad looks really awesome. So look for that. That should be interesting. It's for the Auric Orbiter. And speaking of the Auric Orbiter, oh my gosh, I could kick myself in the butt for bringing this 175 upstairs. I should have just used the Auric Orbiter. It might have taken me a little bit longer, but the stairs they were all carpeted. The riser was carpeted, so no problem. But on top of the riser, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, how the step goes about, maybe half an inch over the riser. Well, I don't know who put these stairs in. The step was probably almost 2 inches over each riser. I didn't realize it until I started lugging the machine up. The wheels would go into the riser area, and then I would literally have to force it to go forward and up over each lip. And oh my gosh, that was this job's turning out to be one of those jobs. You know what I mean? I'm not complaining, but my fellow carpet cleaners, come on. You've ran into a job where it just seems like everything goes awry. And I didn't even mention, excuse me, I didn't even mention that, I mentioned I'm probably not going to use the paint sprayer, and I did mention that, the extra cord. Well, when I was spraying the back rims, I had the 175 plugged in, and it was in the hallway, and I had my sprayer plugged in to the hallway area, and it was running across the hallway into the back rim. And because the customers, him and his wife and some other people, were coming and going and grabbing stuff out of closets and trying to clean bathrooms, one of the young ladies came up twice. She came up and tripped over the cord and fell. And oh my goodness, and at that point, everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So I just checked to see if she was okay, made sure she checked it, the next time she came up. Then the other thing that was absolutely nuts, her husband, while I was cleaning the master bedroom, he painted the staircase rail white and the board on the other side. He was out there painting, and he didn't tell me that he was painting. So sure enough, I get done with the rooms, I move all my equipment, I'm getting ready to bring the equipment down, go get the Auric Orbiter so I can start on the stairs, and you guessed it, grab hold of the rail. Good thing I didn't slide down the first set of stairs, but got paint everywhere, and I have some mineral spirits on the van, so I pulled that out and washed my hands off. And at that particular time, the customer said he was going to leave and go to McDonald's. And I said, okay, well, I'm just going to complete the stairs and then rake it, and do a little more spotting. So about an hour. And you can guess what happened there. You ever wait for a customer while you're completely sopping wet? I mean, oh man, here I go again, right? I should delete all this and just say nothing but positive things. Oh, my mother would kill me. But anyway, it's good to know other carpet cleaners run into crap like that, and it doesn't happen that often. And that's why I created, if you go to my website, WashingtonProCarpetCleaning.com, and you click on the little hamburger menu bar and you go to the frequently asked questions section, I just copy that and I have it available so that I can text it to my customers after I book the appointment. And then on the day of the appointment, early in the morning, I'll send them a reminder and say, hey, we're scheduled for carpet cleaning at such and such a time. Please review if you haven't already done so. And I send the frequently asked link again. So 99% of the customers take the time to read it, and we end up having a good experience. So anyway, there you go. This is before I rake it and spot. That's the ink down there. So you can see the 175. What a dream job. There's the pad. All right, you guys. I appreciate you watching another episode of Carpet Guys Vlog. And look for me in the next episode, and I promise I'll be more positive.